Hi, I'm Christina.
I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Sydney. Last summer we were part of Mercer on a Mission medical team.
We went with 4 professors and 30 other students.
It was a life-changing experience, and we're very excited for you guys to be able to enjoy.
But before you go, there are a few things you need to know.
Numero uno. Please be considerate of cultural differences. Here in America, we educate young men and women together, but in Honduras, you need to separate the women and children from the men. You do not discuss health conditions with the men in the presence of women or vice versa. And when you're discussing the health conditions with the women, if possible, try to distract the children so they are not listening to the conversation. In addition, do not say the words sex, penis, or vagina because these words are considered taboo.
Numero dos. In Honduras, it's very important to be aware of the gender roles. Men are the leaders in this culture, and women often have to have permission from their men to seek health care or to change things. This is very, very important, as you will see them looking to their spouse for permission or approval for treatment. The biggest thing that you will see in this culture along the gender roles is domestic violence. And domestic violence is not a taboo subject in Honduras whatsoever. It's almost expected. It's something that they speak about openly, and it can make you a little uncomfortable, so it's important for you to be aware of that before you go. Your opinions on it and how you plan to deal with this when you deal with it in a clinical situation. The men are going to be the decision makers. It's not uncommon for them to jump from home to home. They'll have multiple women. Sometimes you'll see them appearing at the clinic with more than one woman. And that is not something that we are there to address. It's something that maybe marriage and family therapy can speak with, but usually it's just the status quo in Honduras.
Numero tres. Many Hondurans do not have access to healthcare providers, and those that do may not have access to their medications or pharmacies. A pharmacy can be over 2 hours away, and many Hondurans do not have cars. Those that do have cars may not have roads that can accommodate those cars. Another thing you need to be aware of is there is no FDA in Honduras. We encountered a young girl who had diabetes, and she was on her insulin. She reported that she took her insulin as directed, yet she presented to our clinic with a blood sugar over 500. We quickly had to recognize that although she was taking her insulin properly, it may not have been stored correctly, since many people of Honduras do not have power, much less refrigerators. It might have been expired, or it simply might not have been insulin at all. The pharmacy may have given her something else. You also should be aware that in Honduras, we often overlook the simple resources. We think about the bigger ones that they lack, like water or healthcare, but we don't think about nutrition. And you just need to be aware that in the desert-like climate, fruits and vegetables are often hard to come by, so be aware of that.
Numero cuatro. Your dress code is extremely important. Men, you can continue to wear what you wear here in America. Jeans, shorts down to your knees, t-shirts. Women, however, you should not wear strapless shirts or tank tops. Your t-shirt should cover your shoulders. In addition, the dresses that you may decide to wear should be down to your knees at least, but preferably your ankles.
Numero cinco. Enjoy your water and make sure that you pre-hydrate. There's no plumbing in Honduras, so this means a couple of things for you. First and foremost, you can't take a hot shower. If it doesn't rain, you're probably not going to take a shower at all. They rely on the rainwater to supply the water for the quote-unquote plumbing. With that, you need to understand that this is rainwater and their rivers and streams are not clean, so don't brush your teeth with the water that comes out of the faucet if there is any water coming out of the faucet. you need to make sure that you use your bottled water for things like washing your face and brushing your teeth. That could be a bubble gut situation if you forget that. The most important thing, they'll take you to all these nice restaurants that they're very excited about. These restaurants still use the same water. Don't drink a Coke with ice. Don't eat the ice. That is a bad decision. Stay away from the water. When you're out places, you're not going to be able to flush toilets most of the time. You're going to learn to use a bucket with a ladle and pour water down into the hole, and it'll flush down. With that being said, you can't put things like toilet tissue or tampons, sanitary items into the toilet because those are just going to end up on the ground outside of the outhouse that you just came out of. So let's be courteous to the people of Honduras and put it in the fire pit where it belongs. They just burn all their trash, and that's the way it's handled in Honduras. The most important thing that people forget, really easy thing to forget, we had to remind a couple members of our team, is when you do get the opportunity to take a shower, make sure you face away from the shower head. Again, that's rainwater and it's not exactly clean water, so if you're facing it and it's hitting your nose or your mouth, there's a possibility that you end up with a bubble gut situation, and you want to avoid that if at all possible.
Número 6, 7, y 8. You need to bring bug spray with DEET in it, hand sanitizer, and these little tissues. DEET will eat through hair dryers, sunglasses, eyeglasses, or phones, so be aware of that. We had several girls on our team lose hairdressers and eyeglasses while they were in Honduras. So you're going to need to use hand sanitizer all the time. You're probably going to want to keep a big bottle in your room and carry a little bottle with you to clinic to use throughout the day. And also carry these little tissues around. You will become very fond of these while in country, and when you return home, you'll probably find yourself subconsciously sticking them in your bag to use.
Numero 9. I beg of you, please bring your own snacks. In Honduras, the food is amazing, but they always serve the same thing: eggs, a pork item, and beans. It is very important that you bring these snacks so you can still stay nourished as well as hydrated. In between meals, you'll have an opportunity to take a break from the clinic, and this will be the prime time to eat your snacks, and that way you don't go hungry throughout the entire trip.
Numero 10. Remember that you're going to spend substantial time before your trip packing tons of meds for all the people that you're going to meet in country. But please do not forget meds for you. If you take medication on a regular basis, obviously it's important to bring, I brought about a month's supply of my typical medication just in case. But you're going to need a few extra items that you don't normally need. We all kind of started with probiotics before the trip just to kind of get our gut ready. Your GI system is going to go into shock. This food is very different than what you're used to eating on a daily basis. Just go ahead and prep yourself with the probiotics and bring them on the trip with you. A lot of us brought some diarrhea medicine in country just in case, because at some point, like we said, you're going to go into shock and you're going to need something to help your gut a little bit. The headache medicine is also really important. Ibuprofen, Aleve, anything like that that you normally take. Dehydration and kind of the shock of the food and stuff like that can also mess with you and give you a little bit of a headache. Remember, you're going to be a nurse. You know these things. Prepare yourself before you go.
Take lots of pictures.
Make lots of memories.
And have fun.
Bye, guys.
See you later.